It's so important that we as a staff know what we value, because our goals are going to change over time, just like students. The core values are as much for our students as they are for our staff. We want staff to choose to be here, and we want them to feel like they belong.
Real life issues versus like the princess.
I just think back when we were doing the guiding star work and talking about that quote from Jim Collins, like it's more important to know who you are than where you're going, because where you're going will change as the world changes around you. And I think like that's part of us all being on the same page about our core values and who we really are and why we're here, because where we're going to head and our end goal is going to continue to change all the time. We've seen that in the last few years especially. We know change is going to happen, and so making sure that we're on the same page about why we're here really helps the work that we're doing with students.
When we have a clear goal for our students and a clear direction that our class is rolling, it kind of just supports that with the staff as well. So the building is moving in a clear direction, and our classrooms are moving in a clear direction, and our students are moving in a clear direction, and it all kind of like the multi-layered system really works together.
It's really good for us to also model that for them as a staff and show them how even we may have to adjust our goals or add something to them, and that's just a normal part of the process of learning.
So the first is a place of belonging, and then self-discovery, personalized learning, and empower of perseverance. And it's really intentional that they're in that order, because in order for a student to really go through that power of perseverance and struggle with something that's difficult and feel failure, and then be able to try something new, they have to feel safe to do it.
Biotic and abiotic factors.
We can get to the other core values if students feel like they belong here, feel like they have a purpose, and like show up. Like we can build anything we want off of that foundation. Where a student said that it was the first time in their life that they ever felt like they were a member of a community, but how we as a building were a place that they could open up and really start to experience education in a way that was different from what they ever had before, and they felt like they could re-engage as an active student rather than being a number in another setting. We recognize who you are as an individual. You're not just a number to us. We want to know you as a person.
Because that is the base number. Yeah, that's what's being raised to the exponent. So you are right.
The number of students that are come to us, maybe didn't have a super high level of confidence in where they were academically, and are still able to like leave us on time and then have a plan for what they want to do after they leave, when they came to us not really sure what that was going to look like. I think it's a direct relation to them having something that's personalized to them and having a lot of choice.
Are we looking for things in the blood? Are we looking for things in the bone?
If you don't remember what a mitochondria is 3 years from now, not gonna hurt my feelings. But if you know how to set a goal and make a plan to reach the goal, you know how to learn when you start that next job, you know how to contact your supervisor and communicate with them in an appropriate and respectful way. All things that I feel like our mentor model and our classroom model, focusing on those habits and skills, really sets our students up for success at that next level.
It's that idea of that we can't teach every student everything content-wise, but if we teach you how to learn and teach you how to advocate for yourself, that will translate into any after high school experience.
Are queens any good for you? Queens are very good. They're very good.
One of my favorite conversations I had with the teacher that we have here now was around, he said he feels like every single day when he comes here he's saving a life, because some of the students that we work with may not have finished school, and we know what that looks like if you don't have a high school diploma or a plan or any other support in your life. Can you be successful without those? Yes, but there are a lot of other things that have to be in place. And just knowing that having a student come through here and have that connection with another adult and then build that level of success where they feel like they can advocate for themselves, they're much more likely to have a job and a life that they want that's safe.
It's not completely wrong, it's unique, it's your own way.
At the end of the day, that education is an adventure for staff and for students. And that adventures are fun. There's gonna be hardships and you're gonna explore new places, but I think that we as a staff are adventurous and we like to have fun, and we like to be innovative, and we have smiles on our faces, and we're laughing. And I think it's that sense of community in something new and hard things that make it fun. And when things are fun, it's no longer a burden or a chore. And at that point, that is where you really feel like you belong. You have those epiphanies about where you are, because the new things are less scary with the family. And I think that's what we are, is we're a big family.